Reaction throws moves to stop release of Tinubu's personal files by FBI. I tell you, in the recent move Tinubu has made to stop the FBI, CIA, and other U.S. agencies from releasing his file is already causing a reaction everywhere. And the big question is, if your hands are clean, why make a move to stop release of your file to the public? All right. The same way was trying to stop Chicago State University from releasing its academic document to Atiku Abubakar, though he failed in that bid. Now, FBI, CIA, and other agencies have promised to release his documents by the end of October, and now he is filing another lawsuit in the US to stop them from doing that. And all for one reason, that they will all cost him irreparable loss. It will cost him irreparable loss, irreparable damage, rather. The same way he said that the release of Chicago State University result to Atiku will also cause him irreparable damage. We can see that everything about him is not pure, and that is why he's making every move to stop making his information public. But his number one citizens, he can't avoid that. Obviously, he can't avoid that. Okay, people that is leading will want to know him, and he cannot stop people from knowing him. So let's see exactly the more reactions that are trailing this FBI and CIA document to be released this end of October that Tinubu is trying to stop. The presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party in the 2023 general election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party counterpart Peter Obi have raised issues with President Bola Tinubu on moves by him to stop the planned release of his personal files by the United States intelligence agencies. It was reported during the week that President Tinubu had moved to block 6 U.S. government intelligence agencies from releasing documents relating to a 1993 Illinois court judgment where he forfeited $460,000 in 2 of his bank accounts. The forfeiture was the outcome of an investigation that allegedly linked some money in several of Tinubu's bank accounts to proceeds from the heroin trafficking of one Adegboyega Konde and one Abiodun Agbele. Now wow. Speaking with Saturday's Sun, one of Atiku's aides, Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, expressed surprise that President Tinubu was seeking to stop the release of the document. Obaseki, who was Director of Research, Strategy and Documentation in the People Democratic Party presidential campaign, said it was worrisome that the FBI allegedly has as much as 2,500 pages of document on President Tinubu, who is not their citizen. He said, what is he afraid of? The guiltless fears no accusation. We don't even know what they want to release, and he wants to stop them from releasing what they want to release. So when the entire Bible is less than 1,500 pages, your president alone has 2,500 pages of document in the FBI. One man who does not live in America. Wow. Also speaking, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, has said that President Bola Tinubu was fond of exploiting the loopholes in the legal system to his advantage. Speaking on his behalf on Saturday, Mr. Diron Onifadi, head of media, Obidati Campaign Council, said, what do you expect to happen? It is a dispensation that rallies heavily on lawyers. We had an election. His victory relied heavily on the antics of lawyers. We went to the tribunal. It was the most wanton display of the antics of lawyers. So it just speaks more into the style of the person we are talking about. Okay, he will always use lawyers. So he survives by lawyers, by exploiting the loopholes of the law rather than just strict complying with the law. He is someone who believes so much in exploiting the loopholes in the law, and he pays lawyers heavily to do that for him. So what would surprise me is if he didn't do that. So he just let it go like that and comply with normal people. That would have surprised me. The All Progressive Congress APC said it would react at the appropriate time. So that is the thing. Like they're saying here that the FBI and other agencies are going to release a document, about 2,500 page document, 500 page a month for the next 5 months. So even the whole Bible is not up to 1,500 pages. Are you sure it's not up to 1,500 pages? I need to check that again. But your president alone has 2,500 page of his life documented in the United States, even when he's not a citizen of the United States. What? So that shows you the kind of person we're dealing with. That is what he's trying to tell us here. And this man is a mystery, I tell you. And they have mentioned names of people that probably will be mentioned in the FBI document with respect to 1993 Illinois court judgment, that made Tinubu to forfeit about $460,000 money associated with nicotine and heroin and all of that, narcotics dealings. And they mentioned people that were involved in that dealings. One is Adegboyega Akonde and one Abiodun Agbele. And all these people, I'm sure their names will come out. So it means that he did a lot in that Chicago where he stayed. It means that a lot happened. Okay. And probably that's where he made a major of his money. And now he's legitimizing everything by force and using lawyers. Just like the Labour Party is saying that we are dealing with a man that, deals with lawyers. He capitalizes on the loophole of the law to get his way through rather than obeying the law straight away. And that's also another big issue that we have. Okay. So there's a comment here. Someone said, why is it that people cannot support the truth? How can the number one citizen forge a certificate? He's accused of drug trafficking. And in all this, he makes it look as truth by trying to prevent people from investigating the allegations. If you ask me to show my certificate today, I will quickly do that. If you allow this, then what do we tell our children? It means that people no longer need to go to school. It means we as citizens practice similar things when we travel abroad. Stop, the article and obey what happened to it. And some people will evade all judgment on earth but can't evade the final judgment of God. I only pity those who cover and justify other people's sin through logic, tribal sentiment, or law, not knowing that by so doing they are bound to share the consequences with them. It is better if we confess, repent, and seek atonement from God here on earth than wait to face a judgment that cannot be bought or deceived. That's a good one. And somebody say here, the president is the number one enemy of himself and those that surround him and feed him fat on his resources. All his actions from the onset show that he lacks integrity in almost all ramifications of his life. Nigeria has not gotten it so bad since independence to really identify the personality of whom governed them. The country's image is at stake. Anyway, in God we trust to give Nigeria justice. Yoruba supporting Tinubu must be the useless people. Tinubu, they know is a certificate forger and drug baron. And how is this the proof that they won the presidential election? Oh, wow. So the thing here is obvious that, people are accusing him that the guiltless need not to be afraid. So only the guilty that is afraid. What is Tinubu afraid of? Why is he blocking FBI and all that 6 agencies from releasing his document? And again, he forgot that America is not Nigeria and there's a limit to what he can do. Okay. So that is it. Reactions coming from both PDP and Labour Party against Tinubu's move. And thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.